to another video of Cody's Classroom. This week in Cody's Classroom, we're going to be talking about how to import supporters into KindKatch. So from your desktop dashboard on the left-hand side, you're going to click on the Supporters tab. Here you're going to see in the top right that there's two pink buttons. One can add a supporter, the other can import a bulk Excel file of supporters. First, we'll look at this Add Supporter button. Clicking on this allows you to bring a supporter in manually, one at a time. This would be if you just want to add someone in as a one-off. You put in their first, their last name, their email, their phone number. This is a mobile phone number, and then any tags. Maybe there's not a tag that exists for them in the system, and so you want there to be a new tag. Or maybe you want to put an already existing tag on them. You can do that here as well. After you've put in all their information, you can just click Save, and it'll bring you back to your supporters dashboard. Now let's talk about how to import an Excel file of supporters. In the top right, you'll see the pink button that says Import Supporters. Clicking on that brings you to the Import Supporters page, where in step one, you're going to be able to see and download the supporter template. Here you can see that we've given you those high-level headers that need to be on that data. So you can click on the Excel template and it'll download that file. And it'll give you those 7 headers on your file. Here you can see what that file looks like in Excel. It's first name, last name, supporter email, supporter phone, contribution date, contribution amount, and tags. So if you have really clean data from whatever your CRM or management system is, you can bring that in and format it accordingly. If you need any help with this, just reach out to Cody at KindKatch.com. Now let's get some information in here. Here you can see what a file looks like with some donor information in here. So you've got your supporter first name and last name. You've got the email or phone, contribution date and amount if there is one, and then most importantly are the tags. You can see here our first supporter, Tester Roni, we have both an email and a mobile phone for. There's no contribution date, there's a contribution amount, and the tags for them are 5K runner and volunteer. Our second supporter, Mr. Buster, we don't have an email for. We do have their mobile phone number, no contribution date. We do have an amount, and they also have 2 tags, but this time they're different, recurring donor and golf outing 2020. The third is Poppy Penguin. We've got Poppy's email, but we don't have Poppy's mobile phone number, no contribution date or contribution amount. There are 2 tags for Poppy, board member and donor. A couple of things to note here. You don't have to have both pieces of contact information to import a supporter. You just need to have one. So as long as you have an email or a phone, then you can bring that supporter into the system. Second, you don't have to have a contribution date or contribution amount to bring them in. And third, you can put any number of tags on a supporter as long as they're all separated by a comma. So far, we don't have any limits to the number of tags a supporter can have. If you've got a supporter with 10 or more tags, we'd love to hear the story about how awesome that supporter is. You can reach out to us. So now we save this file and go back to our dashboard. Inside the dashboard, we'll just choose that file and then we'll click Import. After importing it, it'll bring us back to our supporter dashboard and we'll be able to see all of those supporters inside the system. For any troubles importing supporters, you can reach out to Cody at KindKatch.com. Talking a little bit about strategy around supporters, you want to bring in maybe one group of supporters at a time. So really think of it in steps. Maybe your first group is everyone who's supported your organization in the last 30 days. Maybe it's a recent campaign or event that you held and you want all attendees to be brought into the system. It could be your board or some of your close volunteers. Think of those 2 to 3 targeted groups of supporters and bring them in step by step into the system at the very start, and then engage each of those micro buckets of supporters as you bring them in. Again, if you have any questions or need any help, you can reach out to Cody at KindKatch.com.